Why can't my beard grow a little bit more uniformly? I've got a... doesn't matter. Happy New Year. Yeah, this is my first video of the year. I'm controlling my plan, my photography, with a notepad this year. So I have in here a list of like New Year's resolutions, promises, some plans. I have a list of videos that I want to take, and my first 5 videos, I made a list of what my first 5 videos were, and this is the first one. The first video I wanted to make was, why am I trying film photography? And I don't know is the answer. I think I was just suckered in to the videos I saw on YouTube, to the advertising, and to the just the challenge of doing something a little different. So I probably should have just started with a standard 35mm camera where I took 36 photos and then got them developed. But of course I didn't do that. I went for the Ektar H35, which is a half frame 35mm camera, which means I now have to wait until I've taken 72 photos before I can see what photo number 1 came out like. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. If you don't know what these are, it is a Kodak. It's a half frame camera. So you load in here a normal piece of film like you would in any point and shoot. You press a button and you wind it on like you do with any point and shoot camera. But what this does is, instead of taking a photo which is typically like 3:2 aspect ratio, it only exposes half of it, so 1.5 by 2. Is that right? Yeah. So what you get is a portrait photo instead of a landscape photo. And on that same 35mm film, every time you press the button, it only winds it on for half a frame, and then you take that bit. So instead of having one photo like that, you have one layer and one there. And when you send them off to be developed, you get 2 photos on a print. If you've synchronized everything correctly, ideally you've got 2 matching photos, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take 2 photos that are either contrast or match each other in some way. So if I'm out, like was out in Bath the other day, I was trying to take some street photos and architecture photos at the same time, and I'm trying to take 2 photos at a time, if that makes sense, so that I've got 2 exposures. So for instance, I've just taken a photo in here because I'm trying to fill it up. I've just taken a photo in here of my office with and without the flash. I don't know why, but I just did. But I've got 72 photos to take altogether. So we'll see what they come out like. This first reel is going to be an experiment for sure. And I've actually got black and white film in there. I've never taken black and white photography before. You know, I've always taken pictures and then maybe I've you know, desaturated them afterwards or added a sepia filter or whatever. But actually taking photos that I can't adjust the color on, just take them as black and white, is going to be interesting. So I'm not really sure. It's driving me a bit mad because even though it's a very, very simple camera with, you know, a fixed aperture, with a fixed shutter speed, and as you know, when you put a film in there, then you've got a fixed ISO. There's not really anything that I can do in terms of settings, but the main thing that I can't do is view what my pictures look like until I've had them developed. So it's driving me a little bit mad, and also it means that for this video where I'm talking about it in the first instance, I can't even show you any of the pictures that I've taken. So if you're interested in what the pictures look like, you need to subscribe, you need to follow my channel, and you'll need to come back in, I don't know, maybe a month's time. But there'll be more videos before then, but it's probably going to be another month before I've finished taking photos with this and then got them developed. I don't know yet. I've got a few short business trips over the course of the next few weeks, so definitely by the end of January I'll have been out and about to a few different cities around the UK, take some different photos, and we'll see how we get on. So yeah, if anyone's interested, these cost about £50, and then you need to load some film into them, which obviously is going to vary in cost, and then you have to get them developed. So it's not expensive, but it means it's not free to experiment with. You know, with a digital camera or a phone, take a photo. If you don't like it, just delete it. With this one, I now have to wait, you know, a month and then have a look and go, oh, that's rubbish, and I can't do anything about it. I just need to put more film in and go and take photos again. So yeah, anyway, Happy New Year. I hope you had a great Christmas and a good New Year. I am back to work today. You wouldn't believe it by me making this video, but I am back to work today. I got a lot to do, and I just needed a quick sort of 5-6 minutes having a chat with you guys to have a bit of a break. So I will see you in another video soon. If you've got any comments or questions or advice even, you know, I've still got 40 exposures left on this. So if you've got any advice on what I can do, or any advice on taking photos with it, then please put them below. But in the meantime, here's a little bit of an unboxing video, and I'll put some links below to some photos and videos that other people have taken, because I don't know what these look like yet.